Hello everyone and welcome back to Just Pop It. I've got another video for you, and in today's video I'm going to talk about 20 pop-up camping accessories that we use outside. So I want to thank you for tuning in to another video, and in today's video I'm going to talk about 20 must-have pop-up camping accessories that we use outside. Now I have another video that I've put out talking about indoor pop-up camper accessories, and I'll try to link that below so you can check that out. But in today's video, these are all accessories that we use outside while camping in our pop-up. Now we camp in a Rockwood Freedom 1640 FT pop-up tent. It's obviously by Rockwood. It's a pop-up camper, and it's when it's fully popped out, it's about a 17-foot long camper. But we love it, and we have the time of our lives camping in this. But along with pop-up camping comes a lot of accessories that you kind of have to travel with. So I'm going to cover all of these. Some of these are the same if you're used to camping in a traditional hard-sided travel trailer, but some are specific to pop-up camping. So let me get started with number one, and that is this table that I have everything set up on. So this is a fish cleaning table that I purchased from Amazon, and it comes with a faucet that you can wash dishes with, wash your hands with. You do have to have an additional water hose that you can run from the spigot at your campsite to the table itself. But since our pop-up does not have a kitchen inside, this fish cleaning table comes in really handy while we're camping. So we use this to wash dishes, just wash our hands with, and if someone's brushing their teeth in the sink inside, you can always come outside and brush your teeth and wash your face outside here. It comes from the same water spigot that you're using at your campsite. So this really comes in handy if you're camping in a pop-up that does not have a kitchenette inside. So the second accessory that we use is one of these outdoor canopies here. We just call it our picnic table canopy. This is made by Magellan, and this one actually came from Academy Sports, I believe. We have had this canopy tent for years, but we use it and it really comes in handy. It protects us in rainy weather. It covers the entire picnic table at our campsite, and if it does rain, we can just take our camp chairs and everything that is outside, pull it under the canopy tent, and it's all protected. Actually, on our last camp trip that we were on, there was some torrential rainfall that came through, and it just kind of flooded our campsite area, and it was a lifesaver having this. So you can hang out inside your pop-up camper, or you can hang out under the canopy tent, and it really does come in handy. So number three on my list is a 90-degree elbow. And I know a lot of people use these things, but you can hook this up straight to your city water connection. And when your water hose is connected to it, if you don't have this, your water hose just goes into the side of the camper like this, and it just kind of hangs straight down, and the water hose could possibly kink or put a lot of pressure on the side of your camper. When you have a 90-degree elbow like this takes that pressure off the side of your camper, and your water hose just comes straight to the bottom here and screws in here, and then this to the side of your camper here. But I think this is a must-have outdoor accessory just for that reason. It just keeps that heavy water hose from pulling on the side of the camper, and it could possibly damage the components of the watering system in your camper. So I think this little 90-degree elbow is a must-have when camping in your pop-up. And along with that, we use a splitter also. So this is our pressure regulator here, and then I put a splitter on that. So you can have your additional water hose coming out of that can go to your fish cleaning dishwashing station, and the other one that goes to your city water in your camper. So it's a good idea to have a splitter like this attached directly to your water pressure regulator, and then your water hose comes out of that, and then you can go to your 90-degree elbow on the side of your camper at that point. Number 4, outdoor rugs. These are really a lifesaver if you're camping in a sandy or a muddy area. Most campers travel with rugs anyway, from what I've seen. So just any sort of outdoor rug that you can put down to kind of knock your feet off and put your shoes on before walking into your camper, it'll really help keep the sand and the dirt from being tracked inside of your camper. Number 5, a griddle for cooking outside. Now our Rockwood Freedom 1640 FT here comes with this track system. If you have a Rockwood camper, you're familiar with this, and a lot of other traditional travel trailers have this same system here, where there's just a little track system here, and the bracket to your griddle connects directly to that track system here. So we cook all of our breakfast, lunch, and dinner on our griddle outside. And we don't have a kitchen inside, so we naturally have to cook outside anyway. But if you do have a kitchen inside your camper, from what I've heard, my experience is that most people like to cook outside anyway, just to cut down on the smell inside of your camper. So having an outdoor griddle at your campsite really helps. Number 6, and I kind of touched on this earlier, but having a water filter. Now this is common with any campers out there, whether you're in a pop-up or a traditional travel trailer, but it's important to have a water filter. You never know what kind of water you're dealing with at a campsite, so it's good to filter out your water, especially if you're going to be drinking it from inside your camper. So make sure you have a water filter. Number 7, exterior lighting. So I purchased some string lights from Amazon, and on our recent camp trip, it was Memorial Day weekend, we were able to have some red, white, and blue twinkle lights that brought some ambiance and some fun atmosphere outside. And these change colors to, you know, Halloween themed, Christmas themed. So just get you some string lights and have fun with it. Just bring some atmosphere to your campsite. I think this is a must-have pop-up camping accessory for outside. Number 8 is an additional extension prong that you can plug in to an extension cord outside. So you can plug in just a household extension cord at the pedestal outside, and this little 3-prong extension for your extension cord really comes in handy. So sometimes we make coffee outside, so you can have a coffee maker running directly from the extension cord that goes to the pedestal, so you're not running that off of your camper. You can plug in some fans or just whatever you have outside. So this one just plugs directly into the extension cord that we keep outside, and then it has 3 additional prongs that you can just run whatever equipment you need to run outside. But this really does come in handy just to keep from overloading the camper electrical system. So if it's hot and we have the AC running, we don't want to be running things like a hair dryer or a coffee maker or just whatever at the same time. We don't want to overload the electrical system. So it's a good idea just to run some things outside from an additional source other than your camper. So having an additional extension cord with this is great. Number 9 is just having an outdoor thermometer. Other than just the fact of knowing what the temperature is. You know, it may be hot, but I just like knowing what the temperature is. I'm kind of weird like that. I don't know why, but I like to just look at an outdoor thermometer and see, okay, it's 89 degrees. That's why I'm sweating. Okay, it's 98 degrees. That's why I'm sweating more. Or it's 50 degrees. That's why I'm a little chilly. So I just like carrying around a little battery powered thermometer, and we just leave it on the picnic table outside just so I can glance at it and know what the temperature is. Number 10 is having an extra water hose just for running from your splitter. And I touched on this earlier, but it's great to have an additional water source other than the one that's going to the city water on your camper, just for washing your feet, washing your hands, spraying your dog off if they get too dirty at camp. Whatever you need an additional water source for, it's always a good idea to travel with an extra water hose. Number 11 is an awning. We have an awning that's attached to our pop-up camper. It's a manual awning, it's not electric, but we roll it out and it has 2 poles that just pops right into the side of the camper here, but it creates some wonderful shade, and it also protects us from the rain. So it really does hold up well in the rain. Just like any awning, if it's going to be if the wind is going to be 10 miles per hour or more, you really want to bring that in. But this awning is a lifesaver. So that's why I added this to our must-have outdoor pop-up camping accessories. Make sure you have an awning. Number 12 is just having some toys, paddle boards, inner tubes, floats, beach floats, beach toys. Wherever you're camping, just bring some toys with you just to have some fun. So we carry our paddle boards wherever we go. We camp a lot on lakes and down at the Gulf. So we make sure to have our paddle boards with us at all times. If we do go to the beach, we carry some little skim boards that we can surf on and just play with in the surf on the beach. But make sure you travel with some toys to make camping a little more fun. Number 13 is having some campfire equipment. Now, most campsites do come with a little campfire ring, but a lot of times it's kind of a hassle just to build a campfire, especially in the heat of the summer. You just don't want to deal with the stickiness of the smoke and everything. But we do travel with a mini solo stove. You're familiar with the Solo Stove brand. They come with some giant, different sizes of Solo stoves, but we have this little miniature one here. And even in hot weather, I like to travel with this because I can just set it here on the side of my table here while I'm cooking or while I'm washing dishes or whatever. And it does bring a little bit of ambiance no matter what the temperature is. So that's why we like to travel with our little mini Solo Stove, just to have some extra ambiance and a campfire without the big hassle and the big mess of your traditional campfire. And along with having a campfire, make sure you travel with some fire starters, especially if you're bad at making a fire. So a good fire starter is collecting some dryer lint and rolling it up in a toilet paper roll. That dryer lint burns very quick, so that's a quick and easy tip at starting a campfire. It's just collecting some dryer lint and rolling it up in a used toilet paper roll. Number 14 is having some stabilizer pads. Okay, you're familiar with these if you are campers in a travel trailer or a pop-up, but it's good to have some stabilizer pads like this, especially if you camp a lot in sandy conditions. So you lay these stabilizer pads down and lower your stabilizer jacks directly onto these pads, and that keeps your stabilizer jacks from sort of sinking into that loose sand. Also, these come in handy if you're on an unlevel campsite and you can level your camper with these stabilizer pads. Number 15 is carrying an extra storage tub like this just for your shoes. Now, we have some inner tubes stored in here right now, but we carry one of these small storage boxes here just to keep our shoes in outside of our camper overnight. So this is good at keeping bugs from getting in your shoes or keeping raccoons or whatever from stealing your shoes in the middle of the night. So we just store our shoes in this and just slide it under the camper in the middle of the night, and then our shoes are dry and safe when we wake up the next morning. Number 16 is having some sort of a fan outside. If you camp in hot weather, it's very important to have a fan just to keep you cool. This is a Ryobi or Ryobi, and this has a little clip on it, so you can just clip it from anywhere and just let it run right in your face. But it's always a good idea just travel with a fan like this just to stay cool, and it does help cut down on bugs too. If you have a fan running, that just kind of helps the mosquitoes be a little less active, just having some good airflow outside. And speaking of bugs, I like to have a citronella candle. So I got this from Home Depot, but it's a Murphy brand mosquito repellent, and it's got some all natural candle making wax in there. It smells good. It doesn't smell as abrasive as your citronella candles do. So like I said, this is just Murphy's Naturals mosquito repellent. It's just a candle, and it smells good and it keeps the bugs away. Number 18 on my list of outdoor pop-up camping accessories is camp chairs. So make sure you travel with some comfortable camp chairs. I used to use the cheapest foldable camp chairs that you could just get for 10 bucks, but they're so uncomfortable. I'm a big guy, so comfort is a big thing for me outside. So we did invest in some more comfortable camp chairs. So make sure you travel with those if you have room for them, and make camping a little more comfortable outside. Number 19 is carrying a battery-powered blower with you. So this is great just for blowing off the sand and dirt from the rugs outside that I was mentioning earlier. Now with a pop-up camper, if you're camping in the woods, you get a lot of leaves and debris that come down on your bunk in beds here. So having a battery-powered blower like this is good for just getting up there, blowing off the pollen or just whatever, the small little leaves and tree limbs that like to fall on top of your camper. So just blow those off, especially before you take your camper down on travel day. And number 20, since we are talking about outdoor pop-up camping accessories, I did want to mention sunscreen. So make sure you wear your sunscreen and be safe. So that's it, guys. That's my list of 20 pop-up camping outdoor accessories. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you wouldn't mind, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So we're building a community here, and I love all the comments that we get and the encouragement that I've gotten from viewers. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and stay tuned for the next one. See ya.